Hey Guardians, as some of you know, I didn't work on Destiny before it shipped in 2014. I started out as a Guardian. I got hooked on running the Vault of Glass, trying to get my truth drop in a Nightfall, and yes, sometimes trolling my fire team with inopportune Ward of Dawn placements. After playing for just a few short weeks, I knew I wanted to do whatever it took to work on the game. Destiny changed my life. Back then, I knew Bungie had just begun the journey of what Destiny could be, what it could mean to so many Guardians like me. When I walked through the doors of Bungie for the first time, the Dark Below had just shipped and the team already had their eyes up, outlining ambitious plans for the future. It was clear to everyone that it was clear that everyone at Bungie loved Destiny fiercely and believed in its future as much as I did. Flash forward to today. Season of the Chosen has launched, and it's incredible to see how far the game has come. Right now, my Guardian is crushing Battlegrounds, perfecting a new build for Master Lost Sectors, gilding titles, progressing seasonal challenges, working on catalysts for some of the most unique exotic weapons we've ever added to the game, and experiencing more seasonal narrative progression in Destiny than ever before. It's humbling to think how much of these systems and this content didn't exist 2 years ago, last year, or even last month. Though going to work these days includes video calls, guests, pets, and kids, what continues to humble and motivate me since my first day is how this team still looks at Destiny with fresh eyes every day. We see possibility in Destiny at all levels on the team, and working on this game has really become life-changing for many of us. Destiny, this friendship maker and sometimes temporary friendship breaker, this catalyst to make memories, this universe that we all love. We're lucky to be here and share these moments with you. Destiny has so much to offer to so many different types of players, and even more than that, it means something different to each player. It's complex, intricate, and demanding, and that makes it an awesome challenge to work on. As massive as Destiny is, we believe there's so much more potential to unlock in this amazing game, stories to finish and new stories to come, and that will keep driving us to make it better every week, every season, every year. Last summer, we outlined our ambition for the next era in Destiny 2 by announcing the full arc, starting with Beyond Light, followed by the Witch Queen and Lightfall. As we began to scale production in the Witch Queen last year, we made the difficult but important decision to move its release to early 2022. We also realized we needed to add an additional unannounced chapter after Lightfall to fully complete our first saga in Destiny. Can you start over? I just got here. Yeah, I got you. Hey Guardians, as some of you may know, I didn't work... We've long thought about moving Destiny's annual release to the early half of the year, primarily for the health of the team. But the Witch Queen and not being tied to legacy expectations allowed us to make this choice early for 3 important reasons. The Witch Queen represents an important evolution in the ongoing story of Destiny 2. Beyond Light built the foundation and allowed us to weave the world building of Destiny and Destiny 2 together, but the Witch Queen will light the fire on a strongly interconnected narrative across Lightfall and beyond. Unlike anything we've ever attempted before, with characters, arcs, heroes, and villains that persist over multiple future releases. Even more importantly, the conclusion of these releases will also conclude the Light and Darkness saga, the conflict we first introduced with the launch of Destiny many years ago. As we've been developing the Witch Queen, we realized that we needed this release to be the first of many moments crucial to the story of Destiny. With so much leading to and dependent on what happens in the Witch Queen, we wanted to make sure that we gave ourselves enough time to build out this journey in the right way, starting with an exceptional first chapter in the Witch Queen. With Destiny now committed to being an everlasting, evolving world, we wanted to make sure that we are still taking the time to upgrade the systemic foundation of Destiny 2 to support everything we want to do in the future. Our ultimate vision of Destiny 2 still stands: a definitive action MMO, a unified global community where you can play Destiny anywhere with your friends. For 2021, this means upgrading our approach to keeping Destiny's weapon and armor game fresh, refining our vision for PvP, implementing Transmog, and adding Crossplay. More below. Finally, the most important reason we are proud to be uncompromising when it comes to our commitment to our health of our teams. With COVID-19 keeping us away from the office and the large amount of work on our plates, we needed to move the date in order to make sure that both this year's updates and the Witch Queen were both delivered at the quality we strive for and on a schedule that made sense to everyone involved. Making this choice is not one we took lightly. Believe me, as someone close to the Witch Queen's progress, there's no one more than us that wants to get it out as soon as it's ready. But at the end of the day, we know we're making this call for the Witch Queen and the future chapters in Destiny 2 for all the right reasons. Ones that puts our team first and our game at the quality bar we strive for ourselves. We'll have more to share on the Witch Queen and beyond in the late summer of this year, but today we need to talk about what's happening in 2021. Let's get to it. Words that matter. In Season 11, we introduced infusion caps, an iteration on infusion designed to keep Destiny's gear game fresh from the release to from release to release and to create a healthy ecosystem for aspirational content. While we still believe in these goals, it's clear execution was off the mark, yes. Infusion caps helped us meaningfully shift the meta and beyond light and create a rewards ecosystem that was manageable to balance and monitor. But the system has also made our rewards feel like they have an expiration date and have frequently made our legacy content feel shallow. We want the rewards you've earned in Beyond Light and its subsequent seasons to feel like valuable tools you can use in the incredible challenges you'll face in the Witch Queen, so we're making a change. We made the decision that any weapon or armor that can currently be infused to max power will continue to be able to reach max power permanently. Okay, so stuff this season. Starting in Season 14, we won't be capping the infusion on any weapons or armor that have not already reached the cap as of the start of Season 13. So it's this season, right? So stuff that's... it says, we made the decision that any weapon or armor that can currently be infused to max power. So stuff that can reach 1360. This means you'll be able to take your trusty, your fallen guillotine, and all the high side armor you've earned this year to take on the raid in the Witch Queen. While we strongly believe that Destiny needs a method to shift our meta in the game's most challenging activities, we don't believe that infusion caps are the right answer. We're taking time this year to research and validate a plan that creates a fresh and balanceable ecosystem for our most aspirational content. One that doesn't make your rewards feel like they have an expiration date. We've learned a lot this year and don't want to rush finding the best plan, so don't expect to hear anything more about this until after the Witch Queen. Because we won't be capping any more of your weapons, we must consider more variables in game balance of our upcoming seasons and releases, so expect to see tuning when it comes to our biggest outliers in PvP and PvE. Yes, I'm looking at you, Foul Winners and Warmind cells. Expect to see tuning. Shit, Warmind cells, bro. This is a big change for Destiny and one that we did not make lightly. However, we believe there's nothing more important in Destiny than getting our rewards right. Power play. Now that we've talked about rewards, let's talk about power. Last year, we started a paradigm where we raised the overall power cap by 50 each season. While this helped ensure that infusion caps shifted the meta, it also made each season feel like a significant reset to the power you had accumulated. To combat this, we will be experimenting with a new power level system. Starting in Season 14, we will only be raising the power cap by 10 for each non-expansion season. This means if you reach the maximum power in the Season 13, when the next season rolls around, you will be directly in the 10-point pinnacle band for the power pursuit. This power increase should feel familiar to anyone who played Season of the Dawn last year, and we're excited to see how this progression feels alongside our new systems. We believe this change will make it even easier to pick up and enjoy Destiny each season, while still allowing us to have a deep RPG power pursuit when we launch the Witch Queen. Angels of Death. Like many of you, I am passionate about the PvP in Destiny 2, and it's clear that we haven't had a consistent message around these modes, so I'd like to share our high-level vision for the Crucible. Direct player-versus-player competition is essential in Destiny as an option to express mastery of your Guardian and showcase the strength of your arsenal against other players. It's a simple vision, but it's one that's crucial to making the game feel like a real place for those players that crave that showcase, where the rewards you've earned, the skill you demonstrate, and how you built your Guardian all matter. So let's talk about what we're doing this year for PvP, starting with our two priorities, improving gameplay sandbox balance in the Crucible and upgrading experiences at our most aspirational game modes. When it comes to balance updates, these can be divided into three major buckets. First, in Season 15, we will be addressing 3 peaking in Trials and Competitive. In these modes, emotes will be disabled, and players will be unable to pull out any third-person weapon that doesn't have ammo. Third-person experiences are part of what make Destiny's gameplay feel so good, but it was clear in our most competitive arenas that these mechanics were being used in ways we did not intend. This is a tricky problem to solve in Destiny's complicated sandbox, but we think this is a good starting point. There you go. Fucking 3 peaking idiots. Second, over the next several seasons, we will be making changes to stasis and light subclasses in order to achieve a healthier balance of subclass in the Crucible. Across Season 13 and 14, we will be adjusting stasis in the Crucible in order to bring its overall effectiveness in line with our light subclasses. Here are some of the changes you can expect to see. Behemoth Titan, decreased super damage reduction. Increase super energy cost when performing light attacks. Damn, that's a big one actually. That's what makes it so fucking strong. Remove freeze AoE on supercast. Damn, that's another big one. Reduce traveling efficacy of shiver strike when slowed. Revenant Hunter, decrease withering blade damage and tracking. Decrease slow stacks applied to targets. Remove shatter dive damage reduction. Shadebinder Warlock, fix bug where ice flare bolts wouldn't track targets immediately on creation. Fix bug where Shadebinder super projectiles were not tracking until a certain distance traveled. General, decrease crystal shatter damage. Damn, so they're I mean, rightfully so, dude. Everyone hates stasis in Crucible. Nobody likes that shit. Season 15, we are also looking at universal adjustments to stasis by increasing damage reduction when frozen to provide more survivability for the victim. Following the stasis tuning in Season 15, we will also focus on light subclasses and release a set of targeted buffs to our most underutilized specializations. The goal of these changes is to keep stasis feeling great in PvE and to bring its representation in PvP more in line with our light-based abilities. Finally, we want to continue to adjust weapon archetype performance. See, what I'm reading here is separate balancing. That's what I'm reading. That's what I'm reading. This to me says, oh, look. We can balance things separately. We should just do this all the time. Finally, we want to continue to adjust weapon archetype performance and introduce new perks that shift the meta in Crucible. I think the team has done a great job in this area over the last several months, introducing balance changes both at the seasonal boundaries and the mid-season. And we want to continue to drive down this path to diversify the types of loadouts you encounter from season to season. In addition, at Season 15, we will also be looking to adjust overall ability usage rates to make sure guns and gunplay are always key to success in the Crucible. Of course, gunplay or gameplay balance only matters when the underlying playing field is fair, and unfortunately, cheating continues to be a significant issue, especially on PC. We're always working to maintain security as new exploits emerge, and as always, we don't want to talk a lot about those improvements for fear of empowering the bad guys. A few areas we can talk about are, we're aiming to nearly double the size of the Bungie game security team this year, reflecting our long-term commitment to fair play. We've begun regular surveys to better understand your experiences with cheating and to measure our progress. This new data enriches our existing streams from player reports. Thank you for reporting. And game instrumentation. If you receive one of these surveys, please share your experiences to help us fight cheating. We've begun a strategy of aggressive legal action against cheat developers. You may have seen news articles about some of the early actions here, and we will continue to pursue those who undermine fair play using every tool at our disposal, both in partnership and other studios and under our own flag. We'll share more security news when we can. Beyond gameplay balance and security, we also want to adjust the structures of our most aspirational PvP modes in order to make them a better experience for our players. First up, we're targeting an overhaul of the Trials of Osiris reward structure and matchmaking paradigms to release before the end of this year. With this update, we'll specifically want to target a few things. Improve the overall health of the Trials matchmaking pool, both by incentivizing a wider audience to engage and better defining separation of skill tiers. Rebuild the Trials reward structure so that it encourages more players to stick to their active cards longer. Our current structure encourages a lot of recycling cards after a single loss, meaning the first games of your Trials cards has a high chance of being incredibly challenging. We want to build a reward structure that continually pushes higher skill players to want to progress deeper into their card even after a loss. Making 3 to 5 wins a more achievable goal for more players. Wait, what are you talking about? Subnautica? Full release trailer? When's the game gonna be done though? When's Subnautica's game gonna be done? Investigate opportunities for solo players to participate in trials regularly. We believe this will not only make the matchmaking pools healthier, but also will encourage more players also to see if trials is all about and hopefully form social connections with other PvP loving guardians. After trials, we'll be targeting a similar in scope refresh to Iron Banner. While there is a lot to do when it comes to supporting the Crucible, we want to target our efforts around global PvP balance and our most aspirational modes first. Praetus Revenge. In Season 14, the Vault of Glass will return. The team will have a lot more to say about it before launch, but there are a few things I'd like to clarify now. Our philosophy behind bringing things out of Destiny content vault is to keep them feeling like the content you remember while updating them to meet Destiny 2 difficulty and raid standards. So while high-level experiences remain the same, you should expect the raid team to have a few tricks up their sleeves when you tackle the depths of Venus from summer. Vault of Glass will also launch with both a contest mode... Whoa. We'll also launch with both a contest mode in the first 24 hours and a world first race. Since this is a reprise raid, we're going to do world first a bit different. Players looking to claim the belt will not only have to complete the raid, but also a curated list of challenging triumphs. So they're giving a belt? And while only one fire team will walk away with a belt, there will be plenty of opportunities for players to earn the ability to purchase some sweet, real-world loot through Bungie rewards. So wait, if you want a belt, you have a list of curated, challenging triumphs. What the? All right, so... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. One last thing, before the end of the year, we're also looking at a master version of Vault of Glass. We're a master version of Vault of Glass. We've been really excited about how Master and Grandmaster difficulty have altered Nightfall strikes, increasing the potency of combat and the importance of executing mechanics. We'd like all our future rad content. I like that, rad content. Raid and dungeon content to offer master difficulty versions where players can earn adept raid and dungeon gear. And while we aren't able to commit to a Season 14 timeframe for Master Vogue, we do want to take the time to develop a sustainable structure that allows us to ship these closer together in future releases. Dude, I like master versions of raids. So they're talking about a master version of Vault of Glass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do for like a list of curated challenges triumphs. Mastered raids, master dungeons. I like it. One last thing. Wait. Never mind. I already read that. Getting reacquainted with Adelaide. I didn't know that was actually the full name, dude. Yeah, I know, Vauda. I know. I heard. I know. In Season 14, Ada 1 is returning to the tower. Hey, welcome back, Ada. And with her comes the ability for players to take any armor they have in their collections and turn it into a universal ornament. Dude, this is huge. Huge. In Destiny 2, we will call this Transmog system Armor Synthesis. Every season, Ada will offer players a set of bounties that highlight various activity types. Players can complete these quests and receive the materials they need to power up Ada's Loom, which can turn any piece of armor into your collection into a permanent universal ornament. Players short on time will also be able to purchase synthesis tokens for silver. Dang. Pay to look good. Once you've acquired some new universal ornaments, you'll want to head over to the new appearance screen in the character menu, where you can manage the ornaments on all of your gear in one place. You'll also find that you can apply shaders here individually or on all pieces of your equipped gear with one click. To make it even easier to try out a bunch of new looks in Season 14, we've also changed shaders to be permanent unlocks, meaning you no longer will need to hold on to stacks of shaders in your inventory. Let's go! Fuck that shit, yo! Consumable shaders suck my dick. At the beginning of Season 14, we'll be including a starting supply of synthesis materials as rewards for opening the seasonal onboarding quest. We know many of you have been looking forward to synthesis for a long time. We want to front load your ability to create some of the looks you've been looking forward to showing off. Damn, look at that shit. Look at that fucking shit. Alright, they actually made that shader look good. Dude, you can do it with anything, bro. Dude, I bet you there's some fucking sick ass, bro, I bet you there's some sick ass, like, blues and greens that look sick. Yeah, dressing's about to pop off, dude. I'm totally doing the tight chest piece with the fur. The Titan chest piece with the fur, the Crucible ornament from year 1. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fucking good. Combined fire. We still got a few quick things to cover, but I wanted to make sure we didn't end up... Blah. I want to make sure we didn't end without taking the time to recognize how incredible the team here is at Bungie. It's enormously difficult to make the game like this from home, but the team comes at it every day with unmatched enthusiasm and talent. One of the reasons why is that our team is full of guardians, conquerors, lighthouse frequent flyers, lore masters, and people that just love to get into Striker 2 with their family. All the work they do is because they believe in Destiny. They believe that Destiny 2 can be the definitive action MMO on consoles and PC for years to come. So without spoiling our plans for the Witch Queen and beyond, let's talk about a few more things the team is working on this year. Crossplay is coming to the masses in Season 15. We'll be doing some internal rollouts and alpha tests in Season 14 to prepare for a widespread launch this fall. With Crossplay, you'll be able to play with all of your friends no matter what platform you call home. And don't worry, we won't be matching console and PC players together in the Crucible unless PC players specifically invite their console friends to play with them in the PC Crucible pools. Alright. Some of you have noticed that Ikora Rey has not been nearly as present recently in Destiny 2. We've missed her as well. Not only will you see Ikora again in Season 14, she will be playing a pivotal role in the Witch Queen. In Beyond Light, we introduced Stasis subclasses like Solar Arc and Void. Stasis will continue to evolve into a fully supported damage type. In Season 15, we'll introduce our first round of Legacy Stasis, Energy, and Power Weapons. Let's go, dude! That's dope. I've been waiting for Stasis weapons, man. I thought we were going to get it this season, or last season. There will be a lot more info in here as we get closer to the fall. More recently in Season 13, we rolled out Phase 1 of our new Gilded title system, where players can gild our ritual titles like Conquer, Unbroken, Dredgen, and Flawless each season. In Season 14, Phase 2 of gilding titles will roll out. When players gild a title, it will now also display how many times that title has been gilded in the past. Shit, man. Where's our Dredgen times 7? I can't overstate how excited I am for what the team has planned for this year and beyond. What we're doing this year is about multiplying our potential for years to come, and while I promise not to spoil any of the things we will reveal for the Witch King later this year, I feel like I owe you a little treat for sticking with me after all this tech. So here's an early concept of one of the wild armor sets you'll be able to earn in the next annual release. Alright. Early concept art. Thanks for reading. Joe Garoff, Blackburn, assistant game director. I actually got to meet Joe when they invited me to the studio. He's actually a really cool dude. I like Joe a lot. Joe's funny. Joe's a nerd, dude. He likes Destiny. Alright. Yeah, Joe is pretty good. Alright, a lot of information here. A lot of information here. I mean, I expressed a lot of thoughts as I was kind of reading. They put a lot of information regarding Crucible. So they talked a lot about Crucible. Basically, they're taking away 3-peaking in competitive modes. And they are smashing stasis into the ground in Crucible. So those are good things that we want to hear. They're also messing with how Trials card loot works. Sunsetting is now gone. So stuff that can reach the current power cap is no longer being sunset. So basically everything that you're earning now, just fucking, you're good. You're good. It will no longer be sunset. Yeah, Behemoth, Shadebinder, and Revenant are getting smacked. Looks like a really good update for sure. I mean, it's just nice that they finally addressed some serious Crucible issues, because I know people in the Crucible have been getting a lot of flack. They are doing belts for the raids coming back, which I did not expect, but it looks like it's different. They're saying you will not only have to complete the raid first, but also a curated list of challenging triumphs. So you have to be the first team to complete the raid and complete triumphs. Now, what this is most likely going to do is like teams that go back and practice this raid in D1 and like speedrun it are, you know, probably going to be one of the teams that get this done. If you've never played D1, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage here. So I feel like speedrunners are just going to dominate these belts for sure. So we'll have to see how us at Redeem handle this. We might get, like, try to gather the dudes in D1 and run it back. Yep, Chevy doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. So yeah, I mean, that's my only gripe with that, is this is heavily going to weight it towards people that played D1 versus people that didn't. And I feel like that's unfair to people that are new to D2 when it comes to belts. But, you know, whatever, dude. It is what it is. Yeah, Chevy's going to be lost, dude. Yeah, it's just an interesting way that they're approaching this. Turner. Mr. Turner coming back. Well, yeah, Chevy's gonna have no idea, you know what I mean? Chevy's gonna have no idea. Now, I like recognizing it, but I feel like it should be a different reward than like a belt just like this. I feel like it should be something a little bit different. Like a curated belt or something. I don't know, something a little bit different. I feel like the actual world's first belt should still be unique, you know what I mean? Like their own thing. Yeah, sunsetting is gone. Ada's coming back. She has a crazy transmog system. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Looks like we can literally do white, blue, and green gear, which I think is really cool. I'm gonna have to start digging into the archives and seeing what sort of blue gear looks really sick. I know the Warlock has a blue set that looks awesome. See, that's a shame that Chevy doesn't even want to run. That sucks. Yeah, and then a sneak peek at some new armor. I mean, this is just a concept art, so I'm sure it'll look different stuff. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. I mean, pretty juicy schmutzy poo, dude. Pretty juicy schmutzy poo. Is there a twab too? Oh my god. Alright, dude. Is there anything in here worth... Alright, I'm gonna skim this one because I just read a lot. Yeah, no, it's a good update. It's a good update. Chevy's never played D1. Alright, so that's the state of Destiny 21. I just read that. Master difficulty can prove challenging, but with the right fire team, you can absolutely find success. So they're talking about the master difficulty... what's it called? I know. We're talking about master difficulty of the presage. Deep zone crypt. Oh, cool, cool, cool. This will be fun. It's been a while since our last stream, hasn't it? One of our favorite things to do is bridge the gap between player and developer. Giving a peek behind the proverbial curtain of Destiny 2 development. In the past, we offered deep zone crypt rage. All right, so they're going to do a deep zone crypt, like developer deep dive or raid along, or whatever you want to call it. March 3rd, Wednesday, March 3rd. Those are actually really cool, chat. They go through the whole raid. They do a playthrough with some of the devs, and they talk about each encounter and how they designed it and all the, you know, the inspiration behind it. You do not want to miss this. If you've never seen one of these before, this would be a great one. Deep Stone Crypt, in my opinion, is a wonderful raid. One of the best in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. I do not believe you can co-stream it. Plus, I don't think I would want to. This looks like 10 a.m. Pacific, so I might just be in chat for this and then get on afterwards. But this raid is really good in my opinion. Despite it being easier than a lot of the other raids, it doesn't take away from the fact that its encounter designs are really cool. Ritual playlist weapon rewards. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see here. Is there anything here that I want to do? While the drop rates for each individual weapon are not intended to be so high that it's easy to quickly acquire a large amount of rolls, we've been seeing some feedback that they are currently feeling too scarce. Our current plan is to increase drop chances for these ritual-specific weapons later in Season of the Chosen. While we don't want these weapons to become a short-term grind for players seeking perfect rolls, we do believe they need to drop a bit more frequently for them to be a positive experience when completing their associated activities. Once these drop changes are live, we'll be watching the conversation to see if any other changes need to be made. So they're going to be buffing the drop rate. I mean, the big one is the hand cannon from Gambit. and the rocket launcher, in my opinion, from the strikes. I haven't really fucked with the sniper too much. But yeah, I mean, the hand cannon and this rocket launcher is fucking insane. This can get lasting impression on it. Our current plan is to continue adding weapons to these pools in the seasons. There may be some seasons where the pools remain the same. Sniper's nice, yeah. So here we go. Prior to the season of Chosen, we announced that the distributed denial of service protection would be coming to consoles during the season of Chosen, bringing protections for your network connection against DDoS and IP harvesting attacks via the usage of Steam Datagram Relay Service. As our seasonal content went live, we uncovered a few general bugs and crashes. As these issues have now been mitigated, our teams have started to bring console SDR services online. This will be a multi-week initiative as we want to ensure service stability across all platforms, while weeding out any bugs or increases in error codes. If any major issues are found during this process, it may take more time for us to bring this fully online, but we'll be sure to announce when our work is done. Battleground Throwdown. Alright, just looks like support. The next hotfix is Tuesday, March 2nd. So maintenance players will be removed from activities at 8:45 a.m. So yeah, normal time. You're just going to be removed 15 minutes before reset, but you'll be able to log back in. Barrier Colossus and Battleground Behemoth will no longer mosey out of the barrier shields to say hello to unexpected guardians. The Chosen Destruction Umbral focusing lens will now allow players to focus Umbral engrams. Wait, is this the one with the rocket launcher? Because if it is, that'd be amazing. March 2nd is my B-Day. Hell yeah. Presage completions. To ensure progress is recorded for the Voice on the Other Side quest for Deadman. So players should make sure that they have the quest in their inventory prior to starting the presage. Nice. We can actually do rocket launchers now. Nice. Mislabeled exotic ornaments. Earlier this week, a refund was sent out to players affected by the mislabeled exotic ornaments. Players who qualified for the refund received a message on login and had the silver from their ornament purchase added back to their accounts. Sorry I'm skimming over this. I just read the whole state of the game. I'm kind of just overreading at this point. Yeah, that's good. So we get to actually, what's it called? Blah, 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 blah. The Umbral engram for the rocket launcher. Players who kill the boss in the Fallen Saber Strike and then see a darkness screen will respawn at the beginning of the strike, which can't be restarted. Yeah, dude. This one's fucked. Here it is. There are no champions in the Master Prestige mission because Scorn champions don't exist. Really? That's hilarious. Okay, then. That's hilarious, dude. Literally, Bungie just said, get fucked, idiot. Oh, shit. GG to Triple Wipe. GG to ISO Destiny for Movie of the Weeks. And GG to our Destiny artists. Oh, shit. Yo, of course. Jedi Thanj, we appreciate you using Jacarina in the background. I do appreciate that. That is dope. And this is badass. Wait, Oryx's hand is on the shoulder. Okay, creepy. Yeah, dude. Oh, wait, that might be the raid shade. Is that Jacarina or is that the raid shader? That could be both. They kind of look the same. Another top in the books. The Files of Iron Banner are raging. It's about time I start hunting for a new sweet roll in the Time-Sworn Spire. I'm starting to focus on the pinnacle brand of my power level, so the weekly bounty rewards are giving me a great start towards Final Cap. See you out there, DMG. Take a bread. I think that might be the raid shader, but yeah, either way. All right, chat. I just read 2 juicy things. I'm fucking pooped out of reading right now.